Good morning. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, 2024. I'm back here for Daily Shakeup number 895. And today I want to talk about listening and ask you the question, are you listening? And do you understand when you stop listening and why you often stop listening? So, a couple things to talk about here. One is we often get distracted, and that we know that's a big one. We live in a distracted world, and in fact, being distracted has become somehow acceptable. That's a fundamental shift we need to make about being more present. And I've done videos on being present and some of the strategies for that. If you want to know more, reach out. I'm happy to share more with you. But today I want to talk about this reality that I came upon last week. I was in a workshop setting. We were answering the question, how do you know that you stop listening? And we were thinking about sort of external things that we might demonstrate to others that we're not listening, like looking around the room, rolling our eyes, looking up, not making eye contact, things like that, some cues or tells that we're not listening. But the real question was internally, what's going on when we stop listening? And, there's so many things we could say. Well, I get bored. I can't hear. For me, with a hearing challenge, often it's if I can't hear them, that it makes me first start to listen harder. And if I still can't hear them and I've asked them to speak up, sometimes that'll diminish my listening because it's so hard to listen when they're not speaking loudly enough. Another lesson for us, another topic. But here's what I want to think about today. What I realized was for me, most often, I stop listening when I stop being curious and I shift to judgment. I either shift to defending myself or my position, or I start judging the other person for whatever they're saying, whether it's because I disagree with what they're saying or because I start judging them as an individual. So that was a fundamental awareness for me that a key is to maintain my curiosity and to catch myself when I'm slipping out of curiosity into judgment. Because when that happens, I stop listening and we start to disconnect. And they start to have an experience that either is unfavorable or just less favorable and not as connective as a fully present listening conversation can be with full on curiosity. So what's causing you to stop listening? When do you notice it? Check out, when does your curiosity turn off and why? Because I think when we catch it, we can reverse it. I can catch myself saying, oh, I'm slipping from curiosity to judgment. Let me consciously move back to curiosity. So some thoughts on listening, why we don't listen well, and some things we can do through awareness and different habits to listen better and provide that other person the experience that builds the deeper, more authentic relationships. Love to hear your thoughts. Have a wonderful Wednesday and back here tomorrow.